It's the Christmas season. You've had a good but eventful day so far, and it's only 3 p.m. You finished up all your Christmas shopping at only the finest of stores, the cream of the crop.
Thanks for shopping at Walmart.
You finished baking all those pies for the family gathering at your sister's house.
So, that was 2 apple, 1 pumpkin, and 2 dozen sugar cookies for next Friday. That'll be $52.99.
Can you make it look like, I don't know, a little messy, like maybe it was homemade?
Sure, lady, whatever.
And you did all this with 3 kids tagging along.
Timmy, don't run over your sister with a shopping cart. I don't care if she asked you to. We don't run over people.
But now you're home. You decide you have time to rest. You don't have to be at the church until 6, and you earned this. You grab some coffee, plop onto the couch, and turn on a cheesy Christmas movie.
It's true, Sophia. I am Santa Claus's cousin twice removed. And your love for me will help it snow in the North Pole.
You fall asleep, only to be awoken by the sound of your phone ringing. It's your husband, letting you know he's just going to meet you at the church instead of coming home.
I'm just going to meet you at the church instead of coming home.
Okay, then.
You realize that if your husband is off work, then it must be later than you think. You wonder what time it is.
What time is it?
You're late!
Oh my gosh, I'm late. I am late. I'm going to be late.
You rush off the couch, throw on the cleanest of clothes you can find, grab your keys, and fly out to the car. But something is missing.
Wait a second.
You forgot the kids! You run back into the house and begin negotiations.
Okay. Orange polka dots and purple stripes are lovely together, but tonight you're wearing red.
With kids dressed, you grab your keys, rush out the door and to the car, only... It won't start. You calmly release your frustration in a way that will show your kids how to handle things appropriately. Thankfully, you know your neighbor has jumper cables, and though you usually try to, well, avoid them, you decided to run over.
This'll be fine. I'm just gonna get jumped off and it'll be fine. Fine.
You knock on the door. Wait for a moment.
Ted?
And knock again.
Ted?
He answers the door.
Hey, Ted. Ow!
In his boxers.
Oh, gosh.
Hey there.
Only his boxers.
Oh, God, Ted. Okay,
Hey, don't the kids have that show thingy tonight at your church? What are you still doing here, silly? You really should head out now before the roads get too busy. What can I do for you?
Oh, okay. Oh, Ted.
In what feels like a Christmas miracle, you spot headlights. Your husband's truck pulls into the driveway. You excuse yourself from the conversation extremely politely, just like how your mama raised you.
Never mind, bye!
You rush away. What was your husband doing here? He was supposed to meet you at the church. He gets out of the car and tells you needed duct tape for some costume malfunctions and asks if you have some. You think about how you used all the duct tape and all the tape you could find to wrap the kids' Christmas presents.
We don't have any tape.
You decide to load up the family in his truck. Just drop by Walmart for the tape. It should only take a minute, right? Wrong. Apparently, everyone else made a last-minute Walmart trip, too. There are 0 parking spots, no room in the inn, nada. You decide to run in alone while he circles the parking lot.
All right, want to synchronize? Check.
Ready?
Ready.
Go, go, go!
You scurry into the store, dash for the tape, have a minor panic attack.
Why would you move tape? I don't understand. It was here last week. The tape was here. Why would you move tape? I don't. Why would they move the? Oh, here it is.
You dash to the front of the store and straight into a line.
Oh,
Hey,
sorry.
Watch yourself, lady.
My bad. I'm sure there's another register open.
There's only one register open.
Why?
You wait. And wait. And wait. And finally, you wait. Till you see the light. Only one more person, and yes, it's your turn. Make it to the front of the checkout line as the cashier greets you in an overjoyed voice.
Hi. Did you find everything okay? Great.
You hand them the tape, the money, and sprint to the car.
I mean, okay.
You forgot to take the bag. You double back.
I need this.
And continue your dash to the car. Your husband steps on the gas. You zip through traffic. Zooming around car after car.
Move it, slowpoke.
You glance up as you notice flashing lights directly behind you.
Oh, it's cops. It's cops. Slow down.
No, it's an ice cream truck. Somehow you arrive at the church without crashing, fly into the packed parking lot. You rush your kids to the drop-off point and collapse into the only open seats left. You made it just in time as person steps up to the mic and says,
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the VC2 Variety Christmas Show.